Okay, hello guys, welcome to our vlog. Now we will talk about our second lecture, basic theoretical skills to analyze globalization. This is actually an inserted topic because I want your analysis whenever I ask you to write an essay has something that you need to apply a particular theory. It's not something na feel lang nimo. Okay. Analytical skills needed in the class. There are actually a lot of skills needed to analyze globalization, but for now, let's just focus on the basic that is easy to understand. Number one, it is sociological imagination. Number two, it is conflict theory. Okay, let's talk about each. Sociological imagination. It is the ability to connect personal matters to broader social issues. This is when this is actually coming from this guy, Wright Mills. C. Wright Mills, and according to him, history, biography intersect, and society intersect to each other. Dili nimo sila they cannot separate them as a different entity. They have to converge. And your sociological imagination is a very important tool to know that the connection between history, biography, and society. Don't worry, this is very abstract, I know, so we'll have some examples so that you will know what I'm talking about here. Okay, let's apply sociological imagination. Sociological imagination, for example, when this guy says, I don't have a job. When I ask you during the lecture, why do you think this person has no job? And the answers you said, because this guy doesn't have any form of education. Wala siya ka-eskwela, or tapulan na gintawhan na, di siya mangita trabaho, or wala siya necessary skills. Or usa pa man, wala siya trabaho kay kanang dili siya mao, kay mas maayo pa niya. And all of the reasons you said initially points out na problema niya nga anong wala siya trabaho. Personal ra na reason ang imong isulti. But if you use sociological imagination, you will find out that this problem of unemployment is not actually isolated to his own personal situation. Let's say, for example, there's another person, wala siya trabaho. And in all these people in the job fair, trabaho. And now you find out that unemployment is not actually a personal problem na isolated lang sa atong agulingon na mga problema. This is actually a social problem. And using sociological imagination will tell you that unemployment is not only a personal problem, but something that is because of the social milieu that we have. It's something brought by society. Wala siya trabaho not because kitapulan siya. Wala siya trabaho because the economy is not providing enough opportunities for every people in our country to have jobs. Wala siya trabaho because wala siya ka-eskwela, muna yung personal problem, but probably because our educational system is not fitting for these people. Gitudluan sila skills, pero ang available jobs sa market is not available for them. So you need to relate your personal matters into the social issues, and that's how you use sociological imagination. All right, let's have another example. For example, when we use kung gamiton nato ang sociological imagination, makaingon pud ta nga ang atong problema dili lang isolated, murag pare-pareha ta tanan. Let's say, for example, why do you exercise? Ngano mo jogging man ka? Of course, your immediate reason is it's good for the body, personal siya na level, and it keeps you in shape. Kana lamion na kay kaglawas, and if you'll be attractive kung maayo ka ayo nimo pag-exercise na nakay muscles, matone nimo lawas. But these are personal reasons, and you find out why do you jog? What are the local reasons? What are the local effects? You will have more friends because of course mag-jogging ka dili naman kay ikaw usa. And also, in effect, because you are jogging and your friends will also be jogging, healthy po silang tanan. That's the local effect. And then, imo pa na-extend, what's the effect of the economy? It will increase productivity in the workplace because science would suggest that whenever you are exercising, it will improve your mental abilities. And if you'll improve your mental abilities, then you will increase your productivity in the workplace. And if your productivity in the workplace will increase, it will translate to more profit in the company. Kaya mas taas man yung productivity. And that's how you use sociological imagination. Ang imong gipangbuhat karon will take effect in the local and economic level. And we can extend further. It can extend in the national level. Posible nga tungod ka na nag-jogging, and then you can organize events and you have active tourism. Like for example, mag-bye-bye fun run, for example. Nanay mga tao gikan sa laing lugar mga tug-bye-bye because they want to join this kind of events. That's one way of using your sociological imagination. A simple task as just as jogging and exercising can lead into something that is of national importance or something that is national identity cohesion. Like there's a Filipino fun run, nasa yung mga themes, and then the fun run exercise could serve as a vehicle that could propagate national identity. And then global pagita ato pag extend ato global sociological imagination in the global arena. And you can now say that in exercising is actually good kay makabintaha ni mga apparel products, mga negosyante. Kay kung walay mag-jogging, dili ni mahalin ni Nike nga sapatos, dili ni mahalin ni mga Under Armour ninyo na mga sweatshirts. And of course, naaman tayo mga global goals, gitawag nito SDGs or Sustainable Development Goals. Kung kani siyang exercising is one of the strategies na ato ni ma-attain ang mga Sustainable Development Goals. And if we attain the Sustainable Development Goals, the humanity will prosper. We can move forward as a species. So muna siya effect. You use your sociological imagination, dili ka kuto sa personal lang, you will extend it in a local level. You can actually imagine what's the effect in the economy, what's the effect in the national level, and what's the effect in the global level. Now, let's have another example of sociological imagination. Let's say the problem of obesity. When I ask you, nganong tambok man, ano na may obese na mga tao? Ingon mo, wala siya disiplina siya kagulingon, wala siya klaro na balanced diet. Sige siya kaon, wala siya undang. O niya, magsige siya ligid, di siya mag-exercise, muna mo tambok ang tao. These are all personal reasons. But you need to extend from that way of thinking, and you need to expand your explanations into a higher arena, not only limited on the personal realm. So let's say obesity. Mo yung gingon, tambok siya tungod kay kanang taka siya kaon, di siya undang, wa siya disiplina sa pagkaon niya, and then magsige siya ligid, di siya mag-exercise. Those are personal reasons. But if you use your sociological imaginations, you might find out other reasons why do you think this person is obese. Where do you find usually obese people? Ingon mo na sa syudad. Okay, what are the food options sa syudad? You said there's a lot of fast food, like McDo, Jollibee, and then all of these things. And then, let's try to compare. Asay mas mahal, tapila ang burger sa Jollibee. Let's say it's 50 pesos. Tapila ang kilo sa isda na healthy food. Let's say mga 200 ang uban, 180 to 200. Asay mas barato ang fast food. So if you think, if you have the option to buy a cheaper food compared to a more expensive one, which would likely be your choice? Of course, it is the cheaper one. And this is one way to explain nganong manambok ni siya kay mas barato man ang unhealthy food, ang fast food compared to healthy food like fish and vegetables. And nganong why is this a global issue? Why obesity is a global issue? Why? What are the possible implications in the global scale? I said that it will reduce our life expectancy. What else? Because kung daghang tao na obese, what do you think will happen to a person who is obese? Yes, and you said na kung mga tao na overweight or obese, they have higher risk on health. Na mga daghan sila sakit. Kung daghan sila sakit, what will happen? It will increase the amount of healthcare, the budget for healthcare in the world. And kung budget ang healthcare, dako kay gasto ang mga governments, dako kay gasto, it's it's a waste of resources in our medical sector. Mga medical practitioners masigi sila hago asa lang hita injection, asa lang hita tambal, asa lang hita pa hospital, and it will increase the cost and madamage ang economy. So mo na siya kanang mo na siyang obesity is not only a personal issue, it is also a local issue, an economic issue. This is also a global issue when we try to expand and use our social to explain it. Now we will talk about conflict theory. This is a basic idea of looking at power dynamics and analyzing the ways wherein struggles over power drive societal change. This is focused on the inequalities of society. Ang naguna-una aning idea si Karl Marx. During his time, he found out that there's the industrial powers during the industrial revolutions ay unequal kay siya. Na siya pyramid ang porma na dili ang mga proletariat or the working class, and there's the bourgeoisie or the ruling class, and then ang army na mo propagate taas pag yun na diri ang mga religious people. They are also who enjoy a higher status in society, and then there's the nobles, the kings, and then the businessmen, and then the end is capitalism at top of the pyramid kating mga negosyante. And who accumulates all the wealth kining nasa taas kinsa mo ay pinakadaghan sa population na resource mo na siya pyramid structure, uneven, and only conflict theory will allow you to think na inani ang atong society is very unequal. And it's the same thing in modern society. In the industrial revolution, pareha gyapon ang structure is still a pyramid. Yan kaysa naghari-hari sa kalibutan, yan yung mga companies, mga big banks, and then we have this geopolitical economic organizations, then a central bank, international, and then when all these things you see in the conspiracy theories like Illuminati, this is actually an application of conflict theory when there are two or more parties and are taking in conflict with the control of power. Money. Where should I go on? Conflict theory. Okay, and a very essential concept in Marx is called historical materialism. This is when we see that society progress into a series of conflicts. Let's say, for example, this is one conflict. Sa kadena ginto mga trabahante sa factory, and then there's Daniela Mondragon. And then ako masusunod mga pastupa mo na yung power kasi siya man sa top sa pyramid. And then na-conflict, ipaglalaban namin ang karapatan namin. So okay, isukol sila ni Daniela. And what happened? There are compromise. This is player number 1, player number 2, mag-away sila, na ay compromise. And then naiuban nila na na-promote na himo ng HR, di na siya mabasta-basta daw. Or kung silang tanan magkaiusa na ay mga labor union, then di na siya mabasta-basta daog-daog ani mga trabahante. And muna siya historical materialism. Tungod kay na ay duha ka powers na nag-away, na ay kalambuan na may tabo. It's either nani or inani may tabo. And you can see it here in a dialectical model na ay empire, nag-away ang barbarians, and then na-conflict sila, aristocracy, na ibang barbarians na promote into nobility, then aristocracy, bourgeoisie, nag-away na po ng conflict, nag-away na po until ang process of history tungod din kina ay conflict na ay pagabaguhan. If there's no conflict, there is no change. It's the same thing like we say about the women empowerment and the movement of feminism. Na ang mga babae sa una di pwede makabutar, and then nag-fight sila silang rights, and then makabutar na sila. Sunod, nagya po inequality, and then nakatrabaho na sila. And then karon nakakuan na po yan ay karon they want to empower all other genders, and then there's the LGBT coming in, and then we are more gender sensitive, and then there's another wave, and we want to have more gender equal language. That's why instead of saying fisherman, we use fisher folks so that it's gender neutral and it's equal for everyone. And all of these things are because it's possible, okay, because ang mga babae, magkuhan sila, mag-fight sila silang rights. And you need to know this conflict theory so that you know kinsa may alao sa structure, because we just cannot accept every structure as if it's gospel truth. Na mo na gina din na mausab. We need to have conflict. We need to challenge the current norms so that we can change society for the better. And an application of the conflict theory is the world systems theory. This is from Immanuel Wallerstein. And let's try to see, in the global scale, the world system theory divide ang mga countries into three. The core countries, the semi-periphery, and the peripheral countries. Kita ni mga third world, first world, second world. World system theory, kung no, kita daw mo na belong sa periphery, kita Pilipinas. And we will be providing raw materials to the core countries. Kani sila mga nasa first world. In the first world countries, they will manufacture these goods and then they will provide for the rest of the world. Ang raw materials gikan nato, padong nila gi-process nila and then padong na po nato ibaligyan na po sa toa. And who is benefiting all of this? Of course, sila, makadato sila pirmi, kita makapublic samot, kay ang raw materials mas barato man kaysa sa finished product. So this is the world system theory. It's only possible when you apply conflict theory in your analysis. So let's apply both sociological imagination and conflict theory. For example, this resort in Lapu-Lapu City, this is J Park. What do you think is the effect of this resort to the local communities? Okay, and you might say, using your sociological imagination is not only the guests who can enjoy, not only directly the people here. The resort provides jobs for people, and since it provides job for people, kinanglan mo po use lang nearby. So nanay mga apartments diri dapita, magtukod na, and then if nanay mga apartments, the locals will have their own forms of income. Kaya managhan ang tao diri dapita, so nanay mga sari-sari store, mga restaurants, so multiply ang effects and benefits sa society. And then that's how you use sociological imagination. Now you use conflict theory. You need to ask the questions. Who benefits the most of this current structure? Kinsa may nakabintaha tungod kini ang gitukod na hotel diri? Kinsa may kinsa man ni nakalambuan? Kinsa man ni development? Is it for us or for the Koreans na mga ray diri? Kaya to tell you the truth is questionable because ako mismo nga taga Lapu-Lapu, wala pa ko nakasuotan ng J Park. Pero kani mga Koreans, sige na like dagsa diri that even barangay a part of barangay Maribago in Lapu-Lapu City, the Sitio Datag is dubbed as Korea Town because there's a lot of Koreans there. Okay, sa may nag-enjoy ani the most? This is a question we need to ask. Especially if you are under here in my subject, in the contemporary world, we need to use the conflict theory so that we have a good analysis. Na dili na takot to mutanaw kung sa connection. Dili na pwede mo tuloy. It benefits us all. We need to be critical to find out kinsa man ginakabintaha aning tanan. And that's how you apply sociological imagination and conflict theory on your analysis. And this is what I'm expecting on your essays. So in conclusion, sociological imagination provides a lens on understanding how the world are connected, and conflict theory provides a lens to be critical on the changes around us. In today's lecture, you learn the following things: sociological imagination, conflict theory, and applying these theories will help us in analyzing the real world and imagining how things are connected in the global scale by evaluating the changes that occurs in the human world. So we need to have a theory. We need to use this theory so that we can find out we have a profound understanding in how the current world works. Because to understand the present, we have to imagine the future. So that's all, guys. That's all for the lecture today. So if you have some questions, leave a comment below, subscribe, and like. See you on the next lecture. Bye-bye.